Hi, I'm Tristana, and I'll be telling you how I found out I was pregnant as a teen. So, when I found out I was pregnant, I was 17, and the first early pregnancy symptoms that I experienced were pretty odd, for starters. I live in California, and me and my friends would go to car meets at late at night. I was always really energized and friendly, and then I started to notice I got everything like my attitude went down. And like my friends were like, "Whoa, like, are you and Jonathan fighting? Like, are you guys going through a break?" Like, they were so concerned because I was so upset. So I'll start off by like each pregnancy symptom that I noticed, like time after time. Well, I didn't know they were pregnancy symptoms, but now that I look back, hell yeah, they were pregnancy symptoms. That would be my son being crazy. Anyway, so symptom number one. I started to get super freaking tired to the point where I would start to fall asleep in the car while they were doing the little car meet things, and I didn't want to get out because I was so tired, so I would just take naps in the car while they were outside the cars talking. Then I noticed I started to get moody. Like I would snap at my boyfriend at the time. I would snap at my best friend, snap at everybody that was in my sights, basically. Then I noticed the smells. My grandma would bone a pot of carrots. I hate carrots. They're, I fucking hate them. But she was boiling a pot of carrots, and I was outside, literally the front door, and I smelled the carrots all the way from outside. And I walked in, and it was disgusting. They were carrots. Then one time we went to eat with our friends, and um, I would, what was it? Oh, we went to Noodle World, and we were sitting there eating, and out of nowhere, I just got grossed out of my food, and I ran to the bathroom. I felt like I had to throw up, and then my best friend had followed me in there, and I felt like I had to throw up, and I didn't. Then I felt like I had to go to the restroom, if you know what I mean, and I couldn't. And my best friend was like, "Are you okay?" And I told her like, I told her what was going on. His best friends told each other everything, and she was like, "Dude, that's like a very early. That happens in early pregnancy." And I was like, "Dude, I'm not pregnant. Like, back off. I'm not pregnant." I was like, "There's no way I could be pregnant." And then, so after that, I was just like, whatever. I was like, I'm supposed to start my period soon. Like, let's see what happens. Because my period was always on the dot. Like, it was so regular. It was pretty. I was lucky it was regular because I already knew when it was coming, and I would make plans around it. Like, if I wanted to go out or something, or you know, I loved it. So the day came when I was supposed to start my period. I started getting cramps, really bad period cramps, and I was like, "Mom, I'm so good. I'm staying home from school." And she was like, "Whatever." She bought me pads or whatever, and I was hanging out at home. Hours passed, and they didn't start. It was really weird because I would start like in the mornings, and I didn't start. And then next thing you know, 2 weeks like passed by, still no period. Not gonna lie, started freaking out. But then I told myself, hey, maybe my cycles are finally changing, starting to get irregular, whatever, cool. That's what I told myself. But then my best friend, mind you, she got pregnant when we were 14. She had a baby when she was 15. So she should know. She went through it. And she was the one telling me, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. And I ignored her. I denied it till the end until I found out. So I started freaking out, and she told me, just please take a test. And I was like, fine, I'll go to the clinic with you, whatever. So we went to the clinic, and I was pregnant. I peed on like a little cup, and the lady checked it, and I was pregnant. She came in, The lady was so sweet. An old, sweet little lady. She told me I was pregnant. She started crying, and I was just kind of still in denial. So bad. I'm so stubborn. I was still in denial. And she's like, why aren't you crying? I'm crying. You should be the one crying. And I was just like, I guess it hasn't hit me yet. I'm still kind of shocked, I guess. And then she's like, then she started, because after you find out, if you go to a clinic and you take a test, they do like a therapy session with you. They ask you like, do you have for parents? Will they kick you out? Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep the baby? Do you want to get an abortion? And I gave you all these pamphlets. And then she gave me a cute little pin with tiny little feet. And I guess that's what they give you when you find out you're pregnant. It's really cute. I still have it. And so anyway, I left that place. After I left, it still didn't hit me. Then I decided to call my boyfriend at the time and I told him, like, I'm pregnant. And he was just kind of like, what? Like, you're pregnant? And I was like, yeah. And I guess he was 3 years older than me. He was already enlisted in the army, so he had his thing going on. So I guess he wasn't too worried. As to I was really worried. I was still in high school. I was a terrible student. I had bad grades, and it scared the shit out of me. I was like, I need to get my shit together. So then I went in that responsible mode right away. But it was crazy. Now that I look back at it, early pregnancy symptoms, I was tired, fatigue, mood swings. My smell got really intense. I got grossed out with certain foods, like to the point where I wanted to throw up, but I didn't throw up. Then I got cramps, really bad. Like I was gonna start my period, and I didn't start. It was crazy because I really thought I was gonna start my period because those cramps were intense. And then after I found out I was pregnant, I got morning sickness for 4 months straight. It sucked so bad. I'm already skinny as it is. I was like a fucking skeleton. I was throwing up so bad. It was horrible. TMI, I didn't have anything to throw up. TMI, but it sucks when you have morning sickness. The struggle gets really real. But that's how I found out I was pregnant as a teen. It's scary. It's a scary feeling. Really nerve-wracking. But anywho, that's how I found out. And I'm planning on posting another video of how I told my parents. Because I technically didn't tell my parents. I told my aunt, and it went downhill from there. It's like pretty intense. And stay tuned, and I will post that one up. Bye. Thanks for watching.